Hello, everybody. Let me see if I can sing. Hello. Let me see. Is it me you're looking for? Hello. Throw it over my shoulder. Mm. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Summer. Back with another little. Not too. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. Because I did have some things I wanted to talk about, but I was going to come on a little bit later probably to talk about it. We'll see how it goes. I don't know why I can't. I should have just went live directly from YouTube because YouTube let me put the pictures up. I don't know why I can't put pictures up on my daggone screen on StreamYard no more. What's up, Sharon? Hey, Cuz. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Mel. What up, Chrissy? Y'all laughing at me. Hey, Hope. What up, Liam Choppa Wappa? Hey, Joseph. Are y'all laughing at me singing? Hey, Janky, what's popping? Listen, Harley, mind your business. I'm on here. I'm on here. I'm not gonna be able to show y'all the pictures on here though. I don't know why they don't let me show y'all. I don't really like that. Dang. Hmm. Oh, is it because I don't pay for StreamYard no more? Did they take away your ability to even do the basic stuff now that they want you to pay for it? I guess so. But I want to show y'all some stuff. Let me see if there's a way for me to maybe pay for it while I'm live. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Cause I want to put it on the screen for y'all. Y'all hear Harley? Hey cat cat. Y'all hear Harley? What's up, Celine? Y'all double tap the screen and hit the share button. Sharing is caring and it's absolutely free 99. Y'all seen the title. But let me see if I can fix this real quick. Cause I really wanna mm, back like I never left. Oh, why's two of me up here? Why is it two of me up here? Microphone check 1 2 1 2. What you gonna do? Can y'all hear me? I don't think y'all can hear me. I might have to drop. Am I gonna have to leave and come back? I don't think y'all can hear me. Now I'm up here 3 times. Now I'm up here 3 times. This is ridiculous. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Is it showing me 3 times on y'all screen? Is it showing me 3 times on y'all? This is crazy. This is, and I every time I go to try to remove one, it make it seem like y'all can't. Okay, they disappearing. Maybe they're. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. So, um, I got a little message on TikTok. Y'all double tap the screen and hit that share button. If you are trying to engage and you find yourself unable to engage, it's probably because you're not following my page. Following the page is absolutely free. It does not cost you a thing. I know some of you don't like me who are watching in the shadows. However, and that's fine too. You don't have to like me in order to watch me. However, if you are trying to engage and you're finding that you can't engage is because you're not following the page. So go ahead and hit the follow button so that you can engage if you want to. And then once the live is over, you can feel free to unfollow. That's perfectly fine. Whatever works for you. Um I wanted to come on. I had a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to go live since yesterday, but I was a little preoccupied. I had a couple of things to do. In hindsight, I think I burnt my tortilla chips because I was making tortilla chips or warming them up rather in my air fryer. And I didn't turn the amount of time that I wanted them to be in here down. And I started doing other stuff like trying to make a thumbnail for this live and forgot they was in the air fryer. And so they might be a little bit overcooked. But that's neither here nor there because y'all ain't come here for that, right? Y'all ain't come here for right. Hey, Cinderella, dressed in yellow. Hey, I'm going to need you to get it together. Right? when I tell y'all this is my life, I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place. But I wouldn't be me if I wasn't all over the place, right? Right, right. Let me see. Um, so I got a little inbox on TikTok, and I wanted to come on here to come talk to y'all about that inbox. Um, I was a little bit surprised by it. I was a little bit surprised by it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Cause I couldn't understand why I even got the message. And it wasn't like nothing too crazy or nothing like that, but I was not expecting to hear from. She was probably the last person I was expecting to hear from. So Alyssa inboxed me. Hey 304. Alyssa inboxed me. And for those who don't know who Alyssa is, and I hope I'm saying her name right, Alyssa is Jaden's baby mama, Jordan's Junior's mom. This is Maybay's grandson Maybay's grandson, her mom, the mom that they are currently going back and forth with. I don't know if they're going back and forth with like, I don't mean like literally. I mean, they have the thing going on with the baby boy, with the custody and all that stuff. So I received the inbox, and when I first seen it, I was like, "Is this a real page?" And I was like, "No, this is her page." And she like, "Is you good?" I'm like, "Am I good? What is she talking about?" I'm like, "What do you mean, am I good? Like, what is this girl talking about?" For those who don't know who Alyssa is, this is Alyssa. This is Alyssa. This is Junior's mom. She's a beautiful young girl. Look at her. T. Okay, skin is T. I'm loving the would that be considered a pixie cut? I don't know. But I'm loving the look on her. I know she switches her style up every so often, but she's a beautiful girl. Um, this is her TikTok page. She goes by Pooh Bear. I don't know if anyone knew that. If not, y'all know now. I figured I'm gonna give y'all the info since we're talking about it, so you can know where she inboxed me from. So, um, I had came across her page. I never knew her actual page for quite a while. Hey D&D, I seen somebody speak to you. Um, and hey Angie, I remember looking for her page because I forget what the topic was. It was a few months ago. I don't know if this had to do with, I think this was even before the situation with the baby, but I can't remember what it would have been about. But anyway, this was when I was blogging at the time, and I was trying to get a good picture of her because I needed it for a thumbnail, or for whatever reason I needed it for. I'm pretty sure it was for a thumbnail. Um, and so recently, you guys know that they was going through the custody stuff, and May had mentioned the other day she went live, and she mentioned how she misses Junior, she misses her grandbaby, and we had covered that topic. I had did a live about it, and I used the thumbnail of May and her. It was like Alyssa versus Maybay, and it was like the question: is May getting a dose of her own medicine, and is Alyssa, following court orders or whatever. We went over the restraining order or whatever that was put into place. So I'm like, sis was popping. So she hopped in my inbox, and this is what she inboxed me. Let me see. Sis, this is what she inboxed me, y'all. It ain't nothing too much. Like, but she said, "You good?" I put the question mark. I was like, "What?" She said, "You keep stalking me like you're looking for something. I suggest you move along. There won't be anything to report over here." Then she corrected her typo and said stalking. And I was like, "What, girl?" With the laughing emojis. Because I'm like, "What is you talking about?" She like, lady, this your fifth time checking my page. I'm assuming that means nothing is going to change, so please tread lightly. Thank you so much for being a member for 11 months, Mel. 11 months, Mel. Why can I talk? Thank you for being a member for 11 months. I appreciate you. But I'm like, what? I'm like, 5 times. I just went on your page a couple of days ago, and it was just to get a photo, right? So I'm like, what is the girl talking about? And 5 times equate to stalking. So I'm like, I only went on her page one time the other day to go get a picture. So I'm like, does she mean 5 times like over the course of time, or like 5 times in one day? Like, what does that mean? What do you mean stalking you? So it ain't even nothing when your page is stalk. I can see your whole page with clicking on it once. Like, it's not a whole bunch on there to see. This is her this is her page. It's just pictures of her. She got the one photo of her with Junior at the top. I said, "Oh, look at little Junior." And then the rest is like stuff from high school or whatever like that, but it's not that many posts on her page. But anyway, the conversation continues, and I go, "I've been on your page 3 times in like a year. Like, legit, since she came on the scene for, like, her being in the mix. I've only been on her page a handful of times. Three is just a number I threw out there, but I haven't been on her page much, over the course of time. And the only time I went to her page, the one time I went to go see if she put anything on there. And then the rest of the times I've been to her pages because I needed a photo for a thumbnail or something, like if she was involved in something. Um, And I told her, I said I needed a picture. I said, you and the limelight mamas have a great day. As long as you are a topic, people will be around. Enjoy your day. Because that's just a fact, right? She said, well, you heard what I said. Well, you heard what I said, Summer. You heard what I said. Because I'm on my Megan the Stallion type time. So keep it up. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? What does I'm on my Megan the Stallion type time? Can somebody tell me what that means? What the hell do that mean? She on her Megan the Stallion. When I think of Megan the Stallion, I think of good knees, good knees, good knees, good knees. And I know that ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know how that would correlate to me. I'm also not like super connected with the rappers and singers and stuff like that. So like maybe something else came out that I'm missing. I also know that she called the popo. So she's saying she's gonna call the popo on me because I know when she said that bull shot her and people saying she lied because it was glass that hit her foot and she ain't had no bullet wound or nothing like that. So I'm not really sure what she meant by that. I'm not really sure like what she meant by I'm on my Megan the Stallion type time. So keep it up. What does she mean? I really want to understand. So I said, no, actually, I didn't hear you. I mean, because how can I hear you? I know what she meant. I was being a petty ass, right? But I said, I didn't hear you. I'm not even sure what your point was or is, but I digress. Is she okay? Lil Mama, is you cool? Lil Mama, is you cool? I'm trying to figure out, is she cool? Like, what is the tea? What you like? What? I don't know. I don't know. I'm like, mamas, what is you talking about? What is you talking about? These hoes ain't well. They ain't. Now, if you had TikTok, you would visit every hour. I think she's a beautiful. I think she's gorgeous. I think she's honey. The looks is tea. She's eating as far as like her looks go. Um, her calling me a stalker is insane though. I'm just like, what? Now you in the mix, mamas. When you jumped on them people panels and dropping receipts and stuff like that, you knew you got back in the mix once it became a thing of the internet. So people was going to come around. You know how it go. You've been underneath May's roof. You know what content creating is about. I think she was like a content creator at some point or was doing something with content. I feel like was said at one point. I feel like that was the thing. And wasn't she the one that did like made some her intros and stuff? Her new intros and stuff, then wasn't she the one? I could be mixing the people up, but I just don't understand what she meant by she on her Megan Thee Stallion type stuff and why she called me a stalker. I've legit only been to her page legit a handful of times, and this was over the course of time, and it was simply to get a thumbnail. Like I haven't said nothing under her posts, or I haven't inboxed her anything crazy, like nothing. I go over there, mind my business, cause it's a public page, get my little picture. I think I've double tapped something. I might have double tapped a picture or two. I think, like okay, cause I thought it was cute, and I ain't no hater. You know what I mean? But shorty, why you coming for me? What is you talking about? Like, what should I be afraid? Should I be scared? I don't know what that means. Like, is that a threat? Because anybody, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know. But I come in peace. I come in peace. While I have you girls here, it's something else I wanted to talk about. Hold on. I don't know if anybody else covered it. Um I saw that our girl Jack Fack was live earlier. And so I'm not really sure if anybody covered it. But oh, I thought I took a screenshot. Did y'all see where did y'all see that Mookie was in Texas or is in Texas? I don't know if she's still there or not, but she was going to Houston. Did y'all see that? And she had put up a post, and I seen said post. I know I screenshotted it. Where did I put it? Where is it at? Mm, I know I screenshotted it. Hold on. Cause when I seen it, I shared it in my subscribers group. I was like, y'all seen this? I was like, y'all seen this? Let me see. Screenshots. I don't see it. But I know I screenshotted it because I shared it in my subscribers chat. Anyway, I can't find it. But it was a post that she put up and she said something about one out of state trip is ends relationships or cutting ties or something like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about? If you're a stalker, then what is the goat, God, and sheep? Who the hell is the goat, God, and sheep? Dramas and doobies. Wait a minute. What? Who is the wait? Well, dang, why Cat got me blocked? I agree, Cat free public platform. Da, 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 da. She got people in her ear hyping her up. I hope not, because I don't know why it would have been something for her to be hype about me. I mean, I haven't. I mean, I definitely talked about the situation, but I feel like I keep it rather, real lightweight. I feel like I keep it real lightweight. Let me get this screenshot for y'all because I want to show y'all. Let me see. I thought that was cute. I thought that was rather cute. Okay. Connie, oh my God. I'm screaming. Not Connie and her friends. So Mookie had put up a post and it said all it takes is one out of state trip to ruin a relationship. Shaking my head. I ain't worried about it though. Heads will roll. And that was after she wrote Houston, here I come. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first seen this, I said, what you doing going to Houston? Because my understanding is like I don't think they have family in Houston. I could be wrong. Because I'm thinking about like when Ivan was there. I could be wrong. I mean, she could have some other friends and stuff there like we don't know about. But I'm not gonna lie, I instantly thought about Niecy baby. And I was like, I wonder what that post is about because we all nosy and I be trying to put one and one together. I'm like, is she talking about she going to Houston and maybe people think she gonna see Niecy baby or something like that, and another friend ain't there for it, and so like a fallout happened. This is just me speculating. You know what I'm saying? Um, she definitely got Connie in her ear. Laugh a lot. Connie talks like they besties and always showing her and Jaden text messages. How y'all know that Connie and her talk all the time? How y'all be knowing this? Maybe Connie talks about it on her lives. I don't watch Connie, so maybe I'll be missing it. True colors always shine through baby mama and a bully. You do keep it light summer. It's partly cloudy for sure. And Jelly of the new girl in Jaden's life. She told her followers on her live to reach out to nieces. Don't be trying to skip ahead, Mel. Don't be trying to skip ahead. So, she was on live. I actually had a clip I was putting together, and I went to go watch the live. I seen she was live the day she went live, but I didn't watch it. I went back. This live was like 2 days ago, I think, and um, she was telling people in the live she going to see Kata kids. I think Kata kids, Cats kids. She going to see Cats kids. People so pressed they can't see me. She going to? Oh, I mean that is her nieces. She could be going to see Cat's kids. I wonder, cause I know that would be dope if she was going to visit her nieces. That would be dope if she was going to visit her nieces. That would be super dope. If she was going to visit her nieces. I think family is definitely a major play a major part like in children's lives. So that would be dope. Um Anyway, I clicked into her live. I was like, let me see what she was talking about because I was just chilling or whatever. And not too long going into the live, she was like, somebody go tell Niecy she want to be friends again. Come hang out with me. I'm in Houston. I'm gonna be back in Houston in a few hours. She was in New Orleans having a seafood boil, and she said she was heading back. And she wanted to link up that she was going to unblock her. And Karen, I believe it was Karen, who said that they messaged Niecy, said that they had messaged Niecy and relayed the message to her. Um, and she was like, okay. Let me see. Karen Jacobs. Yep, she said, I told her, she said, what? And then Karen said, um, you really want me to tell her? Tell her that I will. And Karen said, Niecy said, okay. I told her that you would unblock her. And I said, are friendships going to be rekindled? Are friendships finna be rekindled? Would y'all be surprised? I wouldn't. I wouldn't be surprised. But I definitely instantly thought about Niecy when she said she was going to Houston. I think their falling out was a big misunderstanding and full of emotion anyway. Like I said, when it first happened, I understood where Niecy was coming from. Um I understood where Niecy was coming from, and I think a lot of stuff just kind of it could be very confusing about what's okay and what's not okay because people be real loose. So when I mean, if they seemed like they was actual friends, they would link up and were hanging out. It was past social media, so I could see it. I don't believe that. Laugh out loud. She said, and Cat will see you. What you don't believe, Lamb Chop? What I miss? Um, Only because Summer has the comments on the live screen. Oh, is that how they see you? Is that how you see it? Laugh out loud. Only because I'm I don't trust that. Yeah, Mookie was definitely playing Niecy's face sometimes. You think Mookie was playing in Niecy's face sometimes? You want me to hide you, Cat? I hide you. I think Cat blocks everybody, for the most part. Cause even if I'm on, well, I've realized that on when she is, well, I ain't even gonna get on all that, but I think that Cat has blocked majority of the people on social media, on YouTube. I wouldn't take it too personal. I think she's blocked it for her own sanity. I think she probably doesn't just, and this is, I ain't trying to make no excuses for you, Cat, and you're a grown woman, you can do what you want to do, but I think what she has done is she has taken the initiative to just block out things she don't want to see, especially with being on May's live stream all the time. She probably just don't be wanting to see the back and forth, that goes on in the comments. So she blocked it for her own inner peace. So I wouldn't, I wouldn't take it too personal at all, you guys. She said no. Summer, it was fun. What you say, 304? She has everyone blocked. Laugh aloud. It makes no sense at all, but whatever. It makes a lot of sense when you don't want to see. It's been times, Jamie, when I was like, I was finna block you in the comments. Like, you my girl, but sometimes seeing the back and forth and wanting it to end and feeling like people fuel the trolls, you do what you do to kind of keep your own sanity because it pulls you in. So I wouldn't take it personal. She's just protecting her peace. That's my assumption. If I'm wrong, Cat, tell me, mind my business. Anyone that has been in Connie's comments or, oh, I mean, okay, she said, baby, if you was over there, you got to go. But how you know they was over there, Cat? You had to be over there to see him. You had to be over there to see him. So, like, is it a reason? Are they blocked? Let's, since we talking about it. So, did you block the people you saw in comments because they were saying something against May? If that's why, it makes sense. And if you blocked and you was if that's her reason and you blocked, you might got some explaining to do. Um, Let me see. I know I heard her on May's live. Wasn't personal. I was just clowning. Yeah. Makes sense, Cat. Summer, really well, whatever, you two then. I've told you that. I've told you that before. Like, girl, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. But like, I mean, now I just scroll and mind my business. But like when I was in the thick of it, like when I was close with May, and because when you befriend somebody or when I'm friends with somebody, I be ready to tussle. You want to defend them. You want to, you want to defend them, especially when people saying stuff that don't make sense, or is not true, or you feel passionate about. And I'm not saying like Mackenzie where you just rah-rahing because you just want to be Joe. But a lot of times the stuff in the comment section, and or especially like if May had expressed like, I don't want the negativity, I don't want this, I don't want that, and what people would engage and continue the back and forth in the comments, it would be annoying sometimes. So I definitely would be like, I'm gonna just blah 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 blah, blah. But no hard feelings. No hard feelings. Let me see. Da, 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 da. Oh, trust and believe. I listen but never comment. Bingo. Some of us know the real reason, Summer. That's all I'm gonna say. Why I'll never know the real reason, Jamie? I'm about sick and tired of being out of the loop. I've been out of the loop. I guess I need to get back in the loop. Everyone and anyone that has commented over there is blocked. Oh, so no matter if it was good or bad, you just blocked them. Well, then I take it back. Then to me, it don't make sense. However, it don't have to make sense to anybody but you, Cat. Because if you was over there to see it, I don't see what the difference is. Whether you was watching or commenting, because it all contributes to the person's page. You helping them get a check. You viewed in, you tuned in, you're helping them get a check. So I don't know. But anyway, let's move on. No, she blocked me over a Discord thing. Larry, Brianna, child, I done chopped your name up. No, she blocked me over a Discord thing. I've never bashed anyone or was rude towards her or anyone else. Oh, my Lancer. Never been in comments on Connie's or Tibby's lives, but okay. Oops. Oops. You said I ain't never been over there. All right, let me get up off Cat Cat. Sorry, Cat Cat. I'm sorry to put the focus back on you, but boo, ooh, they is going off. That's a lie. I ain't never seen. Don't block me, Cat Cat. That's a lie. I ain't never been on Connie's page talking at all. I sit in the corner sometimes on Connie's page shaking my head. Is what we all do. Ooh, I never Ooh, they saying I ain't never comment over there. I ain't never comment over there. I never watch her, so I don't care. Jacqueline, you be like, Sharon, love it. Make no sense. Just don't even sweat it. I was trying to make sense. I don't even play with Discord. I know that's right. That is her right to block anyone and everyone. She is not about bullish at all. Absolutely, it's definitely her right. But let's move it along. Do y'all think Niecy Baby and Mookie will rekindle their friendship? Will this trip to Houston, if she's still, I don't know if she's still there, or she back home because this was a couple days ago. Do y'all think their friendship will be rekindled? I seen Niecy on live today on TikTok, and she was looking real cute. She had some lashes on. Her little what is that called? What is it called? I don't know. I'm not a makeup girly, but a wing. Is it called a wing? Dawn Marie will tell me what it is. I think it's called a wing. She had her wing eyeliner on, and she had her lashes on. Her hair was curly. I said, "Okay, Niecy, baby, I see you over there. Lashes was giving cute. Lashes was giving cute. Lashes was giving cute. Think they're gonna rekindle? If they do, I wouldn't be surprised. We've seen stranger things on social media happen. We've definitely seen stranger things. Something else I want to talk about real quick too is why people always trying to make it seem like I'm this person that's like underhandedly dragging or bashing May. I mean, I get it. These people want her to think that, especially the people who don't like me and want people not to like people for whatever reason. Me and may not be quote unquote like friends how we were before, like friends before. I'm like, but I don't got no beef. I'll pop in her chat. I'll say, hey, if I see something interesting, I might even send her, like, hey, you seen this? You know what I'm saying? But ain't no beef. And anything that I've ever said, I always say things that I don't mind saying again. Like I'm never going to say something publicly that I'm concerned about getting back. And I'm just like, why people try to make it seem like it's more than what it really is? You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't never that. She said, I don't know, I don't trust it. But when I had popped in her live and I was behind on it, and she was like, people told me you was talking mad shit and said I was wrong and this is that and the third and blah 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 blah. I'm like, I definitely expressed how I would feel if I was Whitney. Um, and I remember reading a comment where someone expressed that they felt she was wrong, and I was like, I would agree. However, I can't say whether she's wrong or she isn't. I can't say that she's wrong because I don't know what her and Whitney's agreement was. You know, they two grown individuals. If Whitney said it was cool and that's what May did, it is what it is. I just spoke on how I would feel, you know, if it was me and what I would want to happen. But they grown. They can move how they want to move. You know what I mean? I think most women would feel the way that I expressed. They would feel some type of way. It was a freaking anniversary, but I can't say the girl wrong because I don't know what they agreed to. Let me see. I downloaded and then deleted it. I end up putting a little clip up on my page. It's short. I think it's like 40, 50 seconds long of what I actually said. So if May ever wants to see it for herself or anybody else wants to see, but just to show like y'all be doing weird stuff because it wasn't even that. It wasn't even what y'all trying to make it seem. Not that it matters one way or another, but why not put the clip up? Like it's a clip. It's public information. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I downloaded it and then deleted Discord. It seems sneaky Anna over there. Yeah, cause you never know who it. Ooh, just generally speaking, yeah. With this whole Mackenzie thing, Letitia thing, whoever supposed to be over there, supposed to be, it just be too much. But that's the life of Maybach. You never know who can be trusted for. You never know who can be trusted. So I always say, and I tell everybody this: say what you want to say in those spaces. Make sure it's stuff you don't mind getting back. You know, don't give out any information that you want to be kept private because y'all never know who watching. You never know who in there um scoping out the scene and run take information back. You just never know. It's social media, so you have to move like it's social freaking media. Um Let me see. It's her prerogative to block. I ain't really talked to Cat like that, so I ain't bothered by it. Would you be cool with it, Shamita? What you mean? You talking to me? Cool about what? Would I be cool about what, Shamita? Cat seems like a nice lady, and she has a level head, so I don't take it personal. But yeah, I wouldn't take it personal. But I ain't gonna lie and say I thought eh, whatever. It only got to make sense to her. She grown. She could operate her page the way she see fit. Someone had to tell BM about you because why else would she come crazy at you like that? Well, on TikTok, it tell you if somebody viewed your page. So she likely saw that I viewed her page yesterday or the day before, whatever day that was. I went over there to get the picture. But she's never said anything to me before when I viewed her page. It's been months before that since I've looked on her page. So I don't know. And if it says that I looked on her page otherwise, I wouldn't know why because her page is not one that I frequent. Like, there's no reason to. There's nothing on there of interest. The only time I go over there is to get a photo. I mean, but for her to think people not going to frequent her page or come over there would be absolutely insane. People gonna be looking for your TikTok. I heard she got Instagram. I don't know what her name is on Instagram. If you got a Facebook, they're gonna be looking. I only know about her TikTok though. Let me see. Summer is more than that. She got people in her ear. That might be true. I mean, whatever works, it don't matter. You know who to. I don't care what nobody say. How is it that the common denominator is always into it with somebody? Shamita, what you talking about, Shamita? I'm lost. Would you have your husband apart from you on your anniversary? Generally speaking, absolutely not. No, that's not something I would want. I said that in my life. No, I would not want that. That's why I said, in my personal opinion, I would have felt some type of way if that was me. Like, my husband better have been home or we better have been together, especially if we were in a poly, situation. However, everybody's relationship is different. And if Whitney agreed to what happened, like the timeline, then she's grown and should have spoke up and said, no, that don't work for me. And if she did tell May, no, I don't like that, I would prefer you be home and wait till afterwards. Yeah, that would be problematic for me. Um, Alyssa is smart and is doing what she needs to do, as she should. Let me see. Alyssa, yes, it's been 30 plus years and we worked together. I don't know what y'all talking about in these comments. I'm lost in the sauce. Summer a blogger too. So how is her talking about this any different than Connie or anyone else who been talking about her and the whole thing? She cool with Con showing her private text. Well, her and Connie cool. Maybe she don't like me. I don't know. I ain't never had no run-ins with her though. But I don't know. Maybe because I don't beef with May. Who knows, child? Who knows? I just thought like Whitney might have to go back to work, and that's why. But even with Whitney having to go back to work, she be there when I get home. Be there when I get home. I said that on the live. Like, um, if I had to work, their anniversary was a weekday, so 9 times out of 10, she did have to work like on that day. But I also wonder why Whitney just didn't take off. Whitney has been with the same company for a minute now, and I wouldn't understand why she wouldn't have been able to request off. Or maybe that's why I said like they may have agreed to celebrate their anniversary the weekend before and wouldn't be doing anything on their anniversary. However, even with that, this is not them. This is not May and how Whitney is supposed to feel. But even me, even if I couldn't celebrate on that day, I still wouldn't want to look up and see you were with another person on that day, even if we are in poly. Um, and I also had said like I thought it was in poor taste that she would reveal her girlfriend during that time. I think it was that looks insensitive. That's my personal opinion. Am I saying that that is what happened or how Whitney feels or how May feels? No, but from the outside looking in, seeing it play out publicly, we only see what we see and be trying to piece things together. And then you had Whitney put that picture up. It seemed insensitive. I would have felt some type of way. Whitney seemed like she felt some type of way, and I would have felt some type of way too. Um, Poly is a very, very tricky relationship dynamic. It's a lot of consideration that has to be taken into account. There's a lot of different feelings that you're dealing with. There's a lot of different emotions that you're dealing with. Everybody has different personalities, and learning how to maneuver that in a way that you're trying to be fair to people across the board can be very difficult. Very difficult. Like, and regardless of the type of poly that May is in, which is all females, or whether it's a poly situation like in my religion, the man is able to have multiple wives. Like, and I myself have been in poly, and so having been in it, understanding like it's very difficult. I mean, just think about how hard it is for people to get it right when it's just you and one other person. Can you imagine adding another person onto that dynamic? And so you're not gonna always get it right. People fumble, people make mistakes. Um, but I don't know. I definitely would have felt some type of way. And Whitney looked like seemed like she felt some type of way. Could have been the liquor because I heard she was drinking, maybe. But they say, they say the truth come out when you got the liquor up in you. I don't know. So proud of Alicia. She is being guided by an attorney. Congratulations, Sherry. I hope that she is doing things that is necessary, that's good for that's in the best interest of Junior. And like I said on my other live, like going to court and establishing custody should be something that everyone does as soon as they have a baby. Going to court and establishing custody is super duper important to avoid stuff like this. So I hope they can go to court, they can get it situated, and it can be just done and over with so Junior can resume to have relationships with both parents. I don't think that Junior should have been being kept away from Alyssa for as long as he was kept away from her. Even though May says that she wasn't kept away from Junior, she says that Alyssa was able to come visit. I don't know how true that is. That's what May said. Based on the text messages, though, like I said previously, according to Alyssa trying to see the baby at times and being denied, it doesn't seem like she was able to see the baby um when she was there. According to the messages, I'm not gonna lie and say that it doesn't look that way. That's it looks like she wasn't able to see the baby at all when she was there, at least according to those text messages. Uh, but like I said, also, even though I can understand why Jaden took the baby, and I would have advised my very own son to keep the baby, the thing where I feel like the ball was dropped was he should have went and filed for custody as soon as that occurred. As soon as he had the baby in his possession, a court filing should have happened. It was no reason for the baby to be held in his position, but nothing was being done because at that point it just looks like you're playing keep away, which is not okay. It wasn't okay for Alyssa to tell him he no longer was going to be able to get the baby, and it wasn't okay that the baby was just being held, but no court paperwork was being filed. Like, so that's my position, on it. My opinion that nobody asked for. Let me see. You ain't missing out on nothing. If Con don't like you, that's for sure. Oh my God. What the hell? Right. Work has nothing to do with it, with nothing, in my personal opinion. This wasn't something last minute planned. This was planned a year in advance. The trip to Vegas? Yeah, I know. And that's why I said, I don't know what made you say that, Cat Cat. But yes, I'm aware that the trip wasn't last minute. This trip has been in the works for quite a while. I know because I was invited to go on the trip. And I was going to go, and then I wasn't going to go, and then I was going to go, and then I wasn't going to go, and then I couldn't go because of I was needed at home. So, hey, calling on nonsense. There is no way I'm agreeing allowing my wife to be apart from me on our anniversary and to know you with another chick too. Hell no. Yeah, that's you though, Shamita. Whitney could have agreed to it because of the relationship dynamic that she's in. Polly is different from Mono. Even in Polly though, with me, if I was in Polly and it was our anniversary and we were traveling somewhere that was close to where the other person was going to be, and I was leaving before our anniversary day for whatever reason. Maybe I couldn't get off work, or maybe I chose not to take off work because we're celebrating that weekend. Um, I may have been like, well, it makes sense for you to stay out here since you're out here and you're close to them and you're going to come visit them anyway. There's no sense in flying all the way back home and then flying all the way here. So that would make sense. I'm not going to lie and say that that doesn't make sense. That would make perfect sense when you talk about being logical. Um, when you talk about being logical. So yeah, when you put it that way, yeah, I mean, it would make sense. Would I like it still? Probably not. I probably would have agreed to it because it's logical. But would I have liked it? Probably not. Um, yeah. I never thought about that side of things though. They was out there in Vegas for whatever reason. Whitney didn't take off or couldn't take off or for whatever happened. Whitney goes back home. May's other girlfriend is close by there. I mean, so it would make sense that she would stay out there. I just think that it was, yeah. Mm. I don't understand their relationship, but to each their own. Right. Um, I like the face you keeping it even. I like the fact you keeping it even. Summer, you don't uphold stuff yet. You fair. I try to be, but even with me trying to be fair, people still be like, "Oh, you a bootlicker." Oh, where is that girl from the islands that came? Y'all remember when we used to do what was the name of that panel we was doing? Damn, the viewers panel. I think it was called the viewers panel. And that lady came up and she had the accent. She was from an island, and she called me a Did she say a bootlicker or an ass licker? Some is a ass licker. Y'all remember that? Some is a ass licker. I thought that was the funniest thing in the world, and I loved her accent. Who is she? Where's she at? And can she come say it again? I had been trying to find that sound bite. I think May deleted a lot of those videos. I was trying to find that sound bite so bad because I wanted to add it to my opening for when I was blogging consistently. But I thought that was the funniest ish. She was like, "Oh, flicker." I forgot I have to pay attention when typing your name. Yeet. What's the sense of being married? One week you're poly, the next week you're not. Well, so people that don't get poly or don't understand poly or will not agree to poly, most women will never get it. Will never get it. Poly is not for everybody. It's a tricky situation. A lot of times it's a lot of trial and error. We're trying to figure out how it works for your dynamic. But honestly, me from the outside looking in, I think Whitney is agreeing to something that she's just not. I don't know. Sometimes we be trying to make a square fit in a circle. I think that Whitney loves May. I think that May loves Whitney. And based on what May just said, like when they were supposed to get the divorce, that she was done, and Whitney kind of, fought to keep her marriage, probably because she doesn't want to give up her wife. So she's trying to make it work, which is difficult. I think over time it can work if like she sincerely wants it to work. I think eventually, but it's going to be a lot of trial and error. It's going to be a lot of heartache. It's going to be a lot of disagreements. It's going to be a lot before they get to a place of stability or clarity, like about what works for their dynamic. But I also agree with May when she said that, I know a lot of people, like when May was like, I'm poly because of Whitney, people were like, no, you always been poly, this, that, and the third. I feel like we cannot negate the fact that in the first year of their marriage, May wasn't poly. It was just her and Whitney. They were monogamous. Um, and I think that if Whitney was to open up in the areas of their relationship that she's closed off to, for whatever her reasons are, and I hope she could figure that out. I think that if Whitney was able to open up to her and in the way that May needs, because everybody needs to be fulfilled, I think that they May probably wouldn't be poly if Whitney was to open up to her. So I know a lot of people think that May is full of it when she say that, but I'm like, I think we forget that May was monogamous for a year, and it wasn't until Whitney reneged on what she agreed on that they opened up the door to poly again. So I don't know. And I know people are upset, like, well, why Whitney can't have a girlfriend? When y'all think about it, y'all take y'all emotions out of the equation, right? And how y'all don't like May and oh, she get to have a girlfriend. If y'all look at the equation, the situation for what it is, right? For what it is, not what you believe it is, for what we know of it, for what they've told us. May and her were monogamous. The only reason why May has a girlfriend or opened up to Polly now is because Whitney is unwilling or unable to open up to her as far as the intimate side of the relationship, a marriage, which is necessary for most marriages. Most marriages, intimacy is very important, and intimacy is not limited to just pound town, but it includes it. You know what I'm saying? And if a person is not willing to fulfill that part in a relationship, but you also don't want to let go, you also need to consider, well, what is something that we can do to get you what you need? And what they agreed on or trying is poly. And if the whole reason for poly for May getting a girlfriend is because Whitney is unable to fulfill her in that department, why would then Whitney need to turn around and get a girlfriend? That doesn't even that to me, that does not make any sense. Like, that doesn't make any sense um at all. So people like, oh well, why would she need another girlfriend that she's not going to be intimate with? And if she's going to get another girlfriend and be intimate with that girlfriend, why is she with May? She would need to move on, right? I mean, that just, you know, logically speaking, um I mean, fact. But I don't understand two women being married because I could not live with a woman because we all moody anyways, right, Sharon? What's wrong with your leg, Sherry? Honestly, the only question I have is when Junior was with May for all that time, why was never an attorney present? We did not hear about an attorney until Alyssa made it happen. Well, we know, Shamita, that May, was trying to raise the money for an attorney. So attorneys cost money. And so I'm assuming they didn't have the funds for an attorney. And so that's why we never heard about an attorney. But why she has visit her own son. Hey, Janika. But why she has visit her own son. I don't know, Janika. I know I'm late in the comments. Can you rewrite that? Both parties are wrong. Shamita, who are you, her mom? Are wrong for inserting themselves in family business. Well, they didn't insert themselves. Didn't Alyssa go to them? 304? May's son should have got a lawyer in the first place. He should have just filed for custody in the first place. It ain't even about a lawyer. He ain't need a lawyer to file. He should have went down to the courthouse and filed the paperwork soon as Alyssa said, "Hey, you ain't about to go get this baby no more. You could come see him over here, but you can't take him." She should have went down there. He should have went down there and filed. He should have went down there and filed at the first instance of trouble though, because it sounds like they've been having a little bit of back and forth even before it came to the internet. So yeah. I'm talking to you the fuck. Ooh, who is? Wait a minute. She moved 4 hours away and wanted Jaden to do all the driving. Oh, is that what Janika meant? Why did she have to visit her son? I don't know. This is a public chat. Oh my God, y'all arguing? Tussle in the tussle in the comments. Tussle in the comments. What's happening? What you say, 304? They definitely wrong, but they all about views. They have no morals again. Who is effing with you nonsense? No tussling, y'all. This is a good, clean convo. Nonsense. I think you made a new friend. Cat. Let me see. She was threatening Jaden that once she moved, he couldn't see the baby anymore. She's not free from responsibility in this. Right. That's why I said she's definitely not. And that's why I said, like, I agree. When soon as she threatened that he couldn't come, because she didn't say in the messages, or at least what she said on the thing, she said that I forget if it was text messages that they showed or is what she said or what May said. Somebody said, she said, you can't come take the baby no more, but you could come down here and come see the baby, but you can't take the baby. So no, she should have never said that to him because that's not how it works when you co-parent. You can't threaten to tell another parent they can't come get their kid. That's because you moved 4 hours away. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. I agree 100%. Y'all just block if you don't like what someone says. Damn, it's really simple. Ah! Yes, I remember that. Don't pop out if you don't want to be popped on. Oh my God. They keep your name in their mouth, Summer. Laugh out loud. They always talk about you over. Oh, are they? I had no idea. I was still a topic of discussion until Mackenzie told me. Oh, that's nice to know that they still indulge in Summer's room. Oh, I don't care though. I ain't looking to be nothing needs to be related. I don't give a damn. Let them say what they want to say. People are entitled to their opinions. Everybody got one like booty holes. Let me see. Call no nonsense. It does not matter. That's her son that she birthed, and that's his son too. That don't make it right to keep him from its mother. No, it definitely does not make it okay to keep the baby from the mom. It's also not okay for the baby to be kept from the father. So in this situation, it was what it was. I don't think that Jaden was wrong for taking the baby and keeping the baby. Where I think he dropped the ball at, and which made him wrong, was when he didn't file for custody right away. Because that should have been the first thing that happened, was he should have filed for custody. He didn't need to obtain a lawyer to do that. He could have filed the paperwork and then worked on getting a lawyer. I'm tickled, y'all. I'm trying to be the peacemaker and no one off slit. Nobody worried about you. Whitney is cool. I'm happy to hear that. Jakia, so now it's okay for her to keep Junior from his dad. You aren't making any sense. Mel. What would JD let me stop playing? What? Janika, that baby shouldn't be used as a pawn by either side. Facts. The only hurt in Junior, that baby is loved by both sides of his family, and they all should be allowed to spend time with him and love on him. Facts, Jamie. Facts, 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 facts. Absolutely. Both parents tried to keep the child from each other. The only reason why they kept him was because she threatened to keep the child in the first place. End of the day, none of us will ever know the truth. Right. We only know what's told on social media. It's not for any side to keep their kid from the other side. Facts. Dan, why y'all get so mad at a question? Nonsense, just ask the question, Shamita. Yep, I typed your name because this is a public space. I don't even know what I missed. I don't even know what I missed. I feel bad for Junior. Yeah, me too, because he the only one that's losing in this situation. He the only one that loses. He loves his grandma. He loves his dad, I'm sure. He loves his mama. I'm pretty sure he loves his grandmama and stuff on the other side. So when he was being kept on the one side and people was not able to see him, y'all don't he probably was missing his mama and his grandmama and them on the other side. And now he over there with Alyssa and not seeing Junior and not seeing Jaden and May and all them. I'm pretty sure he misses them too. Now I still don't understand why Jaden is not now I'm not gonna say I don't understand. I don't understand because I don't know, like, whatever. But based on the paperwork, it sounds like Jaden should still be able to get his son. The only thing I could come up with is I could see Jaden not wanting to go through the back and forth because I could see it being beef or an issue, like it not just being like, oh, I'm coming to get the baby and bringing the baby back. And so he just like, we just gonna wait for court. And it just sucks at the end of the day for Junior. It really does just suck at the end of the day for Junior. Jamie, it's wild. It's like these people on the internet aren't well. Effed up marriage. They are both working through this situation and communicating better than ever. Yep, they will each stumble, but they have both opened up their communication. It's pretty awesome. I'm happy to hear that, Cat Cat. That's beautiful. I personally think Whit was truly fine with having the time in Vegas and agreed to the trips to Cali, knowing the dates. Let these women live their life. Absolutely. Like I said, from the outside looking in, I mean, it is what it is, you guys. The fact of the matter is their lifestyle is made public, and a lot of people know about it because it's been made public. Who is it? Hold on, y'all. I'm the only person. You the only person? Whose is this? Yours. Independence Parkway, Fort Worth. What's this? UPS 2-day air. What came in the mail, y'all? Wait, don't open it without me. You said don't open it without you? Yeah, but I want to see what it is. You nosy. This is definitely their life. They're going to live their life, but it's going to be a topic of discussion. So long as stuff like this comes to the internet, people are going to talk about it. So it's really like, it's not even a point to people asking, why do y'all care? Why y'all married? Because they vlog their life, because it's put on the internet, because people bring things to the internet, and it just becomes a topic of discussion. If you don't want it talked about, you got to keep it in your, you got to keep it in the privacy of your home. That's just what it is. I said what I said, and that's not. Y'all need to make it make sense. Stop talking to me. You're not Summer. I'm screaming.
Oh, it's the thing.
Oh, it's my Wi-Fi box. Oh, that was fast.
Yeah.
That was super fast. Breezy Jinker, they don't get it, girl. Keep talking your ish. Figure. I agree. And if Wit ain't mad, then I will never understand why anyone else would be. Some of these folks is weird as F. How is folks uncertain when it's on the internet? That's what I'm saying. Is if it's on the internet, it's free game. Like if it was put on the internet, it's free game. Why do I still have this up here? Let me take this off.
Excuse me, Mom.
Hold on, y'all. Okay, let me catch up because I'm behind. Hey, Blasted Summer. I 100% agree. The minute he decided not to take him back, he should have filed paperwork. He could have filed the mom as abandoned. They have him, gave him custody.
Where's the med kit?
Huh?
The med kit.
Should be in the closet. What do you got on? Why did you? Child, I gotta do better in the morning time. Maybe I need glasses or something because the moment sometimes he'll come back home from school and I'll be like, I do not recall this is what you had on in the morning, and it's not given. Okay. Public platforms, public being the key word. Yes. Yes, but there's a difference between having an opinion and acting like you have a say in some. Oh, absolutely. But you can't control what people say, is what I'm saying, dramas. You can't control how people are going to relay how they feel, how they see it, their thoughts, their opinions. People gonna always think they can tell you what they want to do. And them expressing themselves, you can't do nothing about it. The only thing you can do about it is not bring it to the internet. But May know this. May knows that it's going to forever be a topic. And when Whitney put that picture up, it just opened up a bigger dialogue. 'Cause people already were speculating or were thinking it. And then when Whitney posted that picture, probably just being a troll, because Whitney sometimes can be a troll, and maybe she just was being, messy, because we know Whitney to sometimes be messy and just stir in the pot. She knew what the reaction was going to be from it. She knew what the reaction was going to be from it. Whitney is not slow at all. And I see that she had took the post down or whatever. She had took the post down or whatever. But people got it. Shoot, I got it. When she had first put the picture up, I was like, now Whitney, why would you say that? Because May had posted plenty of pictures of them. May had posted plenty of pictures of them. So I'm like, come on now. But I'm like, she could have been in her feelings for whatever reason. The comments though, the comments on the post is what get me. And it sounds like people are not here for it. Hold on, wait. Before I get into that, May responded underneath Whitney's post. I don't know if y'all got to see it. She said, "This is BS. Guess you didn't see none of the pics I posted." Because May posted a bunch of pictures and she posted a vlog. Like she posted a vlog about them. So I was like, Whitney, what are you talking about? Right. And sometimes your personal, and sometimes just just coming out here doing this type of stuff, having an opinion, speaking on things that does not have anything to do with us, because it doesn't make us or break us. It ain't our business at the end of the day, for real. But we nosy, we gossiping. It's tea time. It's the internet. And even with doing that, with just talking about something that, giving an opinion on something, puts you in a position where people want to dox you. They want to look you up, find out information if they can find public stuff on there, blast your personal stuff, put your livelihood on Front Street as far as where you lay your head, your kids, your family, your jobs. It just ain't safe in these streets. So when you decide to do this type of work, you have to be careful and consider all of those things. Like, you got to consider all of those things. The things that people be finding out and putting on the internet be crazy to me. Like, the things people find out be crazy, be super crazy to me. Like, let me see. So May had put on there that, and then somebody named Lisa said, I seen them all and you guys look good together. There was like 42 pictures. How could you miss that? I pray things work out. May said, thank you. Then here comes Spencer and Sherry Peters. I don't know if that's the same Sherry that's on here. Well, I wasn't coming at you, dramas and doobies. I actually, when you wrote what you wrote, it reminded me of how people put your address out there. And then you said you don't give a shit because you ain't care, because you wouldn't put up your own paperwork with your information on there and told them to come on out here. So no, I wasn't coming at you. I was just saying what happens. It's just facts. Because it happens. I mean, shoot, you seen what happened with me. You seen what happened with me. The girl was zooming in my background, caught a street sign, and was talking about she was going to pull up to my door to school. And people cheer stuff like that on. The internet is a very weird place. It's a very dangerous place. It's a very not so serious place, but it's a place at the same time you can't play with, because you never know, like, how far somebody is going to go. But do y'all remember when that girl was talking about she was going to show up to my daughter's school? She said she was going to show up to my daughter's school. I couldn't believe my ears. The audacity of her. No, I know all my been docs. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I remember when what's her face? When Dimples put my business card on her page, posted my phone number. I thought people was gonna play on my phone after that. I didn't get too many phone calls. I got a couple, but all I did was put on because I already don't answer numbers that's not saved in my phone. So all I did was send them hoes, write the voicemail, have at it, fill up the voicemail if it ain't already filled. But people will do the most to try to get you to shut up, or you know not speak about the stuff that they allow to come to the internet. And I know sometimes some things are beyond your control. Like the thing with Alyssa, that wasn't something May put out. That was something Alyssa came to the internet with. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have no control about what comes to the internet. And unfortunately, even in those situations, like, it is what it is. Now, I try to tread lightly. Like, even before, when Alyssa was not showing herself, people found her picture and was posting it. Even though other people had posted it, I wouldn't post it because she wasn't showing herself. But once she came to the forefront and publicized the page, it was like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It was some other stuff I wanted to talk to y'all about. But I don't got time to do that right now. Baby girl just came home from school. I'm finna check on her, see how her school day went. Make sure we get everything out the way that we need to get out the way, get dinner and stuff situated. I don't know if I'll be back on today. I've been talking to y'all a lot the last couple of days. But it is a couple of things I wanted to I kind of talked about it in this live. I wanted to talk about Darius Cooks, Chef Carmen, Coach Lena. Y'all probably don't really know these people, so it probably wouldn't be for y'all. And I wanted to talk about it was this lady called Cooking with Aisha. Oh wait, I think I want to do like a sip and chat panel where people come up and we talk. Y'all heard about the situation with the 23-year-old from Ukraine who came over here to escape the war, and then her life was taken on a train in North Carolina? I want to talk about that. And I know it's super sensitive, but it's a lot of stuff that I came across. Shout out to Candy Goddess, because I've seen it, but I didn't even look into it. And there's a lot going on as far as that topic goes. A lot of people like pointing the finger when it comes to race. A lot of people saying that that the government dropped the ball. A lot of people trying to blame the judge that let the guy out. You got Trump talking about he want him to get the death penalty. I heard something about Elon talking about he want to donate $1 million for her face to be painted all over the world. Get that $1 million to her family. I don't know what her face being painted all over the world gonna do. Get that money to her family that ran over here for safety. But then again, they need to be careful because you think they're gonna send ICE over there to try to get her family out of here. You just never know. I don't know. It's a lot. I miss sipping chat too. It was such a vibe. It was such a chill, positive, just dialogue. It was such a vibe. I miss it too. But life be life and I don't really got time to commit to nothing. But that topic I thought might be a good topic to have. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up off here. Y'all be nice to somebody today. Be kind. Send some positivity people way. Compliment them. Say, hey girl, your hair look good. I like them shoes. Okay, your fit is fitting. Body is tea. Or something more grown, like, oh, you're beautiful today. You can be sophisticated. We ain't gotta be ratchet and, ghetto. However, I'm gonna go ahead and go finish minding my business until I'm minding somebody else's business to bring it to you guys. And I'll talk to you soon. Love y'all. Bye. Remember, this is just my opinion. Nothing I said on here is a fact. I'm not telling nobody what to do with their life or how to run their life or how to be in their life. Do what works for you. But just know when it's public, we gonna have an opinion. We gonna have a view. We gonna have something to contribute to the conversation. That's all. It's just conversation. That's all. All right, y'all. Toodles. Bye bye. Y'all too.